I met with him out on the property and went over everything that would have to be brought up to code. He's willing to pull permits, willing to get everything brought back up and back onto the tax roll.
So are any of the properties currently occupied?
No, sir.
And they haven't been since November?
No, sir. Before November, they haven't been occupied.
So Marvin, doesn't, if the legal non-conforming hasn't been applied for by the date required and it's not being used for that purpose for 6 months, don't they lose that grandfathering?
Yeah, unless, that's one that's going to the ZBA next month. And, unless he can provide proof that it has been used in that manner and to the board, they'll make the decision as to whether it is a legal nonconformity. As it stands right now, that can't be a part of this.
No, I know, but I'm just, for the record though, at 6 months of non-use loses any status, is my recollection of the law. Is that correct?
That is correct. That it's not registered.
Right. So by definition, based on the testimony, we know that aren't the case, but anyway, okay.
So in your opinion, it's feasible to repair the one that's burned out? We're talking about the one that's burned out. I'm not talking about
He would have to cut it inside and bring it up to code.
no,
Yes.
it's feasible. It's not,
Anything's feasible.
no, I know.
I mean,
did we have a level that we would gauge off whether we allowed it or not?
In the past, I was told by the city attorney and by staff that we can't put a money value on it. We
Well, not
can't
money,
go that way.
percentage of damage.
It's over 50% damage.
It's about 60% damage on the interior. But the walls, again, the walls are all concrete, inside and outside.
That makes it different, even if it is.
Yeah, it's structurally sound.
Yeah. Foundation, wall.
Yeah, it's structurally sound. I mean, he'll have to he's gonna do some foundation work, he's gonna do some shoring up on the walls, he knows all the windows have to be able to open.
Yeah.
And there's 3 structures, you're saying?
Yes, there's 4 total, actually, because there's a rear, apartment to, 636 Shimmy.
We're just talking about the one tonight.
Right, that's the one we're talking about, is the one with the rear apartment.
What's that address again?
636 Shimmy.
So the others have other addresses, the other properties?
Yes, sir.
The one on the left and the right?
Yeah, one's 632 and one's 640.
The one that was burnt down, is that or was on fire, is that the one that you're saying that has a apartment in the back?
Yes. It also has a garage or carport that extends over to the property line and attaches to 632.
Is there a reason we're just doing the one now instead of all of them? Or
The other 2 are not substandard.
Because 636 is the one that we did in November, and we held it over for them to go to probate. The owner said that she was going to sell all 3 of them, and she did. And he bought all 3 of them, and he plans on fixing all 3 of them.
so this is the only one that's substandard?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to hear from him if he's, unless y'all got something else to continue with. I'd be interested in what your timetable is and what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, my name's Jared Childs. Thanks for the time. I do have pictures of 636 and physical pictures. I don't know if anybody would like to see
Yeah, I
what
would.
they look like.
Let's bring it up over here on the computer right now.
Anybody else interested in seeing?
Okay, the apartments that's in the back, how do they get there?
I have pictures of that as well.
Is he between these 2 houses versus the white one?
Yeah, so
Between them 2, that's the driveway?
yeah, you can see right here.
Okay.
There's a carport, and this is the carport. So this is a parking space for 636, and then this would be a designated parking spot that goes back here. And back here, and behind that is where that apartment is. Well, I guess, support structure.
What is it? Are you gonna rent these? I mean, that's not what you're gonna do. But what are you gonna do about the building behind?
This is what we were going to go to the zoning committee for. Yeah, so right now, we're just concerned with 636.
This is the one in
This is the one with the fire damage, yes.
But I don't know that, I mean, how could, if it's on the same piece of property, Marvin, you dealt with this before, right?
Yes.
When there's a,
That back garage, the one is that attached to the other house? Or is it
Attached by
the driveway?
Attached right front by the carport.
By the carport?
Yes. I have a,
I thought you said it was to the right.
You can kind of
Well,
see.
in the back, so yeah.
this is the carport here, and it runs over maybe, there's a little catwalk here, it's about 5
Okay.
feet that's attached.
Yeah, that's the one I'm seeing here, that's where this is.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, okay. It just looked like it was your house. Okay.
So Marvin, you're saying that one of the houses is condemned on the property but not the other?
The other two are not, substandard, no, sir.
But I thought we've dealt with this in the past, so that,
I researched the file to see, and neither one of them have been deemed substandard.
I know, but there's not something about any property on the lot that is kind of
No,
substandard?
no.
Okay.
Are you a contractor, or are you gonna do this for yourself, or are you hiring this
I
out?
have contractors that I'm gonna sub out. So this is what I do for a living. I have properties all over Tarrant, Dallas, and Parker, Johnson counties.
When do you plan on starting all of that?
Well, as far as as this property is concerned, I have to get a definitive answer on what's allowable with the carport and the structure behind.
Okay.
If I had the green light, well, I guess once I have that answer, then I would think my timetable would be about 90 days to get everything inside the fire damaged property up to scale. It's a small, they're 800 something feet, one bathroom, so they're pretty small in scale.
You say 90 days?
Yes.
For when he gets...
90 days for just this one property, right?
Yes.
And what do you think the timetable, not to, correct me if I'm wrong, but on the other two?
Those aren't at issue right now.
Okay.
Shorter.
But I mean, yeah, we'd like to.
Yeah.
You can get regular permits for those.
Yeah.
So it's your intention to wait till the ZBA deals with
Correct.
that property before moving forward? But you own them currently, or you have an
I do.
option? You do.
I own them.
Well, do we need to wait till the ZBA before we make a ruling, or?
As far as the house itself, you have no plans to do anything until you know that the back ones are gonna be applicable.
Well, yeah, I was told, or from my understanding, I can't get permits on the fire damaged building.
Yeah, you can.
I can, okay.
You just can't on those back ones.
On the long back one. Yes, if I can get permits on it, I'll go ahead and start. Because it's, like I said, it's only attached by a 5-foot catwalk, so if I have to do 90% of the improvements and then address the catwalk and detach it somehow or whatever that might be, that's simple.
Marvin, again, my recollection is that we haven't allowed structures to be built across property lines without the lots being put together. Is that accurate or not?
Yeah, that is accurate, but in a situation like this where they're already built that way,
Yes.
you know,
Then what?
then first we've got to find out if they'll, deem it as a,
Legal.
non-conforming. If they do, then we move forward as it is. If not, we'll have to make a way where one structure's on one property and you said extends over on the other property?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Should we wait then until they make that decision?
I don't think for the structure you need to, but the back you do.
You can't see.
I mean, obviously they need to be fixed up.
Yeah.
We want them fixed up. And why that you're fixing them up.
Yes.
Very much so.
Get up underneath it, and we walk it all day.
So when you say these are concrete, they're stucco,